All right, recording started, and we are here. Welcome to episode 14, as I'm informed by my wonderful players, especially Draco. And let's see here. I'm Danny, the host. Welcome to D&D, and let's have the players introduce themselves, starting with Tony.
I'm Tony. I play a Mai.
And Will.
I'm Will. I play Draco Naval.
And Dallin.
I'm Dallin. I play Feocius. Loser.
Hopefully you just burned it up and there's not going to be any more. All right. Well, we shall get into the things. Right quick, guys. Let's see here. Also, real quick note. I actually have an AC unit installed in my window now, so if it's a little bit more loud than normal, I apologize. All right. When last we left our adventurers, Feocius, Draco, Mai, and Kietza all arrived at the gnomish city Stretne, currently under the occupation of the Royal Esnian military. Upon entering the city, everyone was given a magical tracking mark that would document who casts what spells, when, and where. The marks were associated with a name given to the guard upon the stamp's, use. The two that made up fake names were Draco and Kietza as Grendelin and Raishan. Soon after they entered the city, Draco left the party, stole a small globe that happened to be trapped, as maps are highly valued, and caused, and then as upon leaving the Mr. Gamble's shop, it had exploded in his bag. With guards on their way, Draco decided to quiet the old gnome permanently. After taking a few taste tests, he gathered his things, hid the body, and was told that some guards would be back in the morning to inspect the shop. With Draco thinking of how he can get out of this, and the rest of the party had purchased a few rooms at a very nice, lavish inn by the name of, what was it? It was the Gilded Bow. After that, let's see here. The party also bought a scrying orb, and Mai and Kietza snuck into the restricted section of the Grand Oaks Bibliotheca, yeah, I think that's right, where Draco, after visiting them, was on his way out, heard a piercing ringing noise coming from somewhere in the city, and at that same moment, a man on his way out of the library began to turn into a wolf-like creature. And that is where we left off. Draco, I need you to roll initiative.
6.
Amazing. I'm gonna take everyone. Actually, I don't know what happens if I start a combat without you guys having initiative in this, or it might skip you guys. Those should be what we want. All right. I'm a terrible person because I forgot to load the map, but that's okay. I'll do it right now.
Horrible.
I know, right? Is it in here? It is in here. Okay. Open that. All right. Let me change the music real quick. Okay.
Oh shit.
Move your character down here. Do-do-do. And then just imagine there are several other people in here. I'm not going to pull up tokens for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. So it looks like you're up first with initiative.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to hide.
All right, go ahead and.
Shit.
Unfortunately, there's no immediate area for you to hide in that's not obscured by his vision.
Okay.
So you can attempt to move elsewhere and hide again, but other than that, you'll take your action to do that.
Is it like still changing, or is
Yeah,
it
he's in the
full
process
him?
of changing. It's not completely changed yet.
Okay. I am going to. Fuck.
By the way, the exit is below the screen. You
Okay.
can leave if you'd like to. Like, just because the map ends there doesn't mean you can't leave.
Right. I am going. Yeah, I'm going to run out of the library.
Okay. So you take you dash, or you just using your normal movement?
Yeah, I'm gonna dash.
Okay. So you use your dash action to move another 30 feet. Let's see here. There. All right, so at this point where your token's at on this map, you'd be only like 10 feet of your movement, so you have another 40 feet of movement.
Okay.
So basically another, what's that? 5 divided by 40, or 40 divided by 5, I don't know, something like that. I'm not gonna do math right now. But yeah,
What's
8 squares.
right? What's right in front of me, straight down?
So basically, you run down some steps, and this is a large street with plenty of people and like shops who are closing up. And then there's another road that goes like straight down, which is just another large main road with plenty of people on it. So basically, you're just out in the middle of the crowd. It's not like there's a ton of people, but like here and there, you know, there's like groups of 5 or 6 or 10, kind of like bar hoppers, you know,
Okay.
stuff like that, you know.
I'm going to move straight down the street here.
Okay.
And then that's it.
All right. So it is now the werewolf's turn. Face. Right there. All right. As you're running, the werewolf, you hear a howl behind you as the werewolf completes his transformation, and you just hear screams as everybody's running from inside of the library. And I'm assuming you're just running without necessarily looking back, so that's all you hear, I guess, for now. Let's see here.
Alright.
You hear scratch marks and large thuds on the roof next to your right. On the other side of the street.
Alright.
What is this music? This isn't for like combat music. And yeah, it sound. Oh, it still knows all this. Okay, screw you guys. I'll take you guys out of the tracker. All right, so it's your turn.
Alright.
It sounds like pandemonium behind you as people are screaming and running, and it sounds like some people may have been injured already.
Okay. I want to, at this point, take a look behind me, at least try to see where the werewolf is
Okay.
right now.
All right. So you look behind yourself. You don't really see much, but go ahead and make a perception check. It's an F in the chat, my guy. Yeah, you don't know where he is exactly, but I think I'll maybe turn the guy invisible for now, so you just don't know metagaming wise. But yeah, he's somewhere in the vicinity. But behind you, you do see like there have been 3 people who are unconscious on the ground. Look like there's blood on the ground.
Alright.
Yep.
I'm going to turn and go down this way
Okay.
and duck behind here and try to hide.
All right. As you turn down this side road, in this like little area right here, there's like barrels stacked up, and just little crates. Kind of like a little area for people, those businesses around here to store their goods, but not like anything that's super valuable, obviously. Just kind of like maybe like vegetables and whatnot, just the odds and ends. All right. I need you to make a hide action for me, or take a hide. Roll stealth. That's what I mean.
Okay. Shit, Jesus.
Dude, yeah, you're rolling like shit these first 2 rolls.
Oh, God.
All right. Is that the end of your turn?
I'm just going to ready an action in case anything jumps out towards me.
Okay, yeah. So, the wolf. I should say werewolf. You hear as the werewolf crashes through a window in a building that's not right next to you.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously more screams. And then nothing for a moment. And then you hear scratches, like if there's like a beast. I guess obviously there's a beast, but you hear scratches up the side of wood of the building next to you.
Okay.
But you do not see the werewolf itself. And it's your turn.
Alright. Are there any windows right next to me where I'm at currently?
There is a door, and there's a window that's about 8 feet above your head.
Okay. Can I quickly just peek through the door? Is the door right next to me open or locked?
It is locked.
Okay. I'm just going to run that way.
All right. I'm gonna be a stickler here and say you can't run through a corner of a building.
That's a fair point. How the fuck do I delete this?
Oh, whoops. Grab it. Just grab it. Oh, put it right there. You go. All right, so you sprint off.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna keep my action readied in case anything jumps out at me.
Okay. Werewolf's turn. Almost as soon as you ran, the werewolf, it didn't seem like it was right near you, but you hear it react to your sprinting away, and you hear a large thud as something lands off the roof behind you, probably like 10 feet back. Let's see here. That's movement there, movement there. That's where it lands. It still has another 10 feet of movement.
Oh shit.
Can you share the map with me again? I can't see it.
Yeah, there you go.
Thank you.
There. And it's going to, I guess, attempt to bite you.
Alright. I'm gonna... Alright. I'm gonna use Uncanny Dodge on that.
Okay, what does that do exactly?
I believe it's to half the damage.
Okay.
Just
So, all right.
yeah, use reaction to half the attack's damage.
All right, you take 5 points of piercing damage instead of 10.
Cool.
And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Shit.
Yeah, you're fine.
And then can I go ahead and attack since I had my action readied?
Yes, you can.
I'm gonna pull out my rapier and try to take a slash at him.
Okay.
13.
13. That hits.
Nope. 7 points damage.
All right, let me check something real quick. Okay. And then let's see here. What damage does a rapier do? Piercing.
Yeah, piercing.
Piercing damage is what I wanted to know. Okay. So you do damage him. What the heck? Oh, whoops, that's bound. So. Wait a second, what's happening? Oh, I see. So you go and slash him, and it hits. I need you to make an intelligence check real quick for me, or perception, whichever you really want. Okay.
11.
11. It hits, and you feel flesh, and you thought it went through it, but you don't see any blood, and the monster, I should say the werewolf, doesn't seem perturbed by your attack at all.
Alright.
All right. I'm gonna change it to your turn, but it's okay. Or I guess that was his turn that you took the action on.
Yeah.
So now it's your turn again. You can make another attack.
Alright. I'm going to use my bonus action to speak the command word for my Carrion Shroud.
Okay.
I'm going to make another swipe at him with my rapier.
All right.
Shit, 9.
That misses. I'm sorry to hear you say that.
Alright. And then I'm going to use my 60 feet of flying movement to take off and fly 60 feet away.
Okay. Right. So are you going like straight up, or are you going just kind of at an angle somewhere specific, or what are you doing exactly?
Up 40 feet and then to the, I guess, down 20 feet. So up 40 and then straight 20.
Okay, gotcha. So you're up in the air 40 feet. Actually, so as you move up, he does get an attack of opportunity on you.
Yeah.
So he's going to do that. Going to make a claw attack. Hits. 19. You take 7 points of damage. Slashing
Can I
damage, I
use
guess.
my uncanny dodge again to half that?
I don't know actually how often you can use that.
I don't think there's a specific limit on it. I think it's just as a reaction.
Then I guess so. Yeah, you can.
Cool.
So let's see. I've already applied the damage. Let me go ahead and take some of that off. All right. And then you move 40 feet up and 20 feet down. So let's see here. Yeah, 20. All right. That's in your turn.
Yep.
Okay. The werewolf sees you fly away and jumps on top of this roof right to its left. Or should I stage right? In one bound, basically. It's single-story house, but still, jumped up that far. And begins to run towards you. And it jumps off the roof, trying to get close to you in the air. But is unable to make it up to you. It does get a good distance, though. It jumps maybe like 15 feet in the air. So almost halfway as high you are, but is unable to reach you. And it just, I guess it kind of moved most of its turn, so it's going to start running away. Runs that way.
Okay.
It is your turn.
I am going to I'm going to dash, so then that's 120 feet flying. I'm going to go up another 50, and then I'm just going to coast and follow the werewolf.
Okay. All right. So, let's see here. The werewolf is going to this way. Jump into this building. For its turn. You just hear it crash, more people screaming. You hear like, a wife or something or a mom yell, "The children!" and crying and screaming and all that stuff. It just sounds like a total, like a bull in a china shop, essentially, inside there.
Mm-hmm.
You're coasting behind, so you'd probably be at that point. Let's see. That's that turn. It's your turn. So it's back to your turn again.
Okay.
Do you want to keep following him or what?
I'm going to fly back to the library.
Okay. All right, you're back at the library. For flying movement, I think you have another 60 feet. No, 40 feet.
I'm just gonna land and take a look at the carnage outside and wait for Amai and Gyotso to come out.
Okay. You would know that Amai and Kietza didn't seem like they were ready to come out for maybe several hours.
Fair point.
So if you want to try, you can do that, but it's not going to be guaranteed that they'll even show up for several hours.
I want to go. Okay, I'm gonna go. Can I go investigate the area where the werewolf first appeared?
Okay. So at this point, we're out of combat. I assume your wings are away now at this point, or you want to leave them out?
Yeah.
Okay. They would draw attention for sure if you had them out. So,
I think so.
you put them away. You run back inside. And you look at the area. Make a perception check. There are 3 victims right immediately here at the library. Nice. The victims themselves have been like clawed at as he was running. They're all dead. He clawed right through them basically in like one swipe. With an 18, you can tell that the claws are like razor sharp, and he cut through bone and everything. Other than that, inside the library and where it all started, there isn't anything significant to point to a reason why he's changed or anything like that.
Is there like a second floor of the library that he came from, or did he just...
There are several floors to the library. Make a intelligence check to see if you maybe saw him come from another floor or something.
9.
9. You don't really know where this guy was. You just saw him maybe like once when you came in, and then once we came out when the library was closed.
All right.
He was human, maybe middle-aged. Seemed like he was like, had a family or something. He was, he's kind of that right kind of age for to have a family and do stuff like that. Just be working to support them.
Right.
At this point, you do see several guards, like maybe 20 of them, show up from like kind of just coming from everywhere, and like did little groups essentially all converging on where you are exactly. And they kind of come over, so they all running around. They're all doing something. They're looking at the people who have died. They're examining them. They're trying to see if they can heal any of them, but they're all confirmed dead. One brings you aside and is like, "Please step aside, sir. We need to discuss some things with you about the incident."
Yeah, sure. We want to know.
At this point, we're not sure, but let me get the captain over here. She'll talk to you a bit more about what needs to be found out. And So he runs off for a second, and coming back, you see him talk to somebody, kind of too far to make out any details. They start walking towards you, and you see this woman start walking up to you. She's pretty stunning.
Oh, wow.
And she comes up to you and says, all right, well, are you okay?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, and were you there when the creature was appeared?
Yeah, I actually was inside the library and just seemed to fall from the sky almost.
Fall from the sky? Do you mean like he came from above the tree or something?
It looked like he might have come from a different floor in the library. I really don't. I didn't get a good look at it.
Okay, and can you confirm for me whether or not did you see him as a person before he was a beast?
Yes. He
Okay.
fell as a human and then transformed.
Okay, good. She's like writing these down, and well, do you know? Did you see anything that happened beforehand, or anything that could have caused this to happen? Or did he say anything to you, or anything like that?
No, he was just trying to kill me. Nearly, just barely got away.
All right, all right. Okay, well, my name is Captain Lin Song, and if you can think of anything else, please let me know. Please stick around here for a few moments, maybe the next hour or so, as we're cleaning up the area. I might have more questions. And may I ask, what is your name?
Yeah, my name is Gwendolyn.
Gwendolyn, okay. All right. I'll be right back. Just take a deep breath, and we have medics over there if you're hurt, and I'll be right back. And she kind of starts walking away.
Alright, I'm gonna walk over to those medics and see what they can do for me.
Okay. They just start looking you over. They cast some healing word on you and whatnot. They ended up taking away all your wounds, so you're back to full.
Nice.
All the guards start, like, cleaning up things. They're putting the bodies on a cart and that kind of stuff. Do you stick around or do you leave?
Yeah, I'll stick around.
Okay. Let's see here. You see the captain, Linsong, walking around, kind of picking samples of the blood, looking at the bodies, obviously before they are taken off, going inside the library, looking around. And she kind of comes back out. She says, well, you seem rather capable. If you don't mind, would you help me find which way the creature went?
Depends on what's in it for me.
I mean, not much. I mean, I'm just wondering if you could maybe help out, but if you are unable to, I can understand that you have other things you should be getting to.
I can help out, but I don't help out for free.
All right, well, sorry we couldn't come to an agreement. You're free to go home then. She starts walking past you.
Alright, I'm just gonna start heading back to the to the place where... Do I know of the place that they got rooms at?
Yeah, you met them there before
Okay,
you ran away again.
Start heading back there.
Okay. So you head back. Yeah, and you get back to the inn where Feocius is either in bed or something else. I don't know. What are you doing, Feocius?
Probably at the spa,
Okay.
eating many, many tiny sandwiches.
So you walk to the inn and you kind of show up and you just happen to see Feocius in the spa getting, massages and stuff like that and eating sandwiches.
And I have like cucumbers over my eyes and stuff,
Feocius has the spa.
Oh, it's wonderful. I've never felt more refreshed in my life.
Do you mind if I join you for a few?
Oh, feel free, feel free. Oh, also, by the way, you do owe me 600 gold.
600?
Yes,
For what?
for the crystal ball.
I mean, that seems like a bit much.
That it was a lot of money. It was 1800, so
Alright, I don't have it on me right now. You mind if I give it to you tomorrow?
like out of character, I actually wrote it down how much you owed me, so I'm not like lying here.
Yeah, this was a thing that you definitely knew about and you were okay with doing, okay? We all wrote it down.
You mind if
Okay.
yeah, okay.
Tomorrow's good, yeah. Have a seat, Draco.
I could certainly use this. It's been a rather stressful day in this new city.
Indeed, indeed. My toenails have been falling off from how much we've been walking. It's pretty weird.
That's pretty,
Yeah, it's disgusting.
yeah, that's not okay.
I know.
Well, I'm sure you know, but Mai and Kyotsu are at the library now, getting the
Yeah.
information you sent them for.
I didn't send them for information.
And while I was there was a werewolf attack.
Ah, did the guard handle it?
They arrived after the scene, and I think the werewolf was gone by then.
Fair enough. I'm not surprised.
But there was a captain lady who seemed to be pretty interested in the werewolves.
They're probably getting the job done themselves. Good for them.
Mm-hmm. So what is ultimately our plans here?
We're staying for 3 days and then we leave for Everhelm, so 2 more days here.
Shouldn't we just take off as soon as possible and just start heading to Everhelm?
I mean, I'm okay with that. Fine by me. When do you think we should leave?
Oh, I think, maybe tomorrow.
Alright, we could probably leave in like the afternoon.
That would work.
Let us sleep in for a bit. Make sure you tell Amai tonight, though.
Yeah.
We might not be too happy.
Well, I mean, but I'm sure she would rather find Mariel and take care of him than stay
Yeah.
here.
Perfect. Better.
I have no idea what you said.
Oh,
like,
sorry. I'm fine with leaving tomorrow. The sooner the better.
sounds good to me. What time is it right now?
Currently, it's like 9 p.m.
Okay.
Well, if we're leaving tomorrow,
Mm-hmm. I should probably get to bed anyways. I have some things I need to take care of in the morning. I
What? You kind of cut out there.
Yeah.
I'll leave a note with Barton.
I don't
Is
know
it-
what you said.
Your microphone is breaking down.
I leave a note with the bartender to tell Amai that we're leaving in the morning.
Alright. And I'm just gonna get a room and go to bed early. So I can
All
wake up
right, you're
early.
gonna get a room. It's gonna cost like, was it like 30 gold or something like that? 20 gold? I think it was 20 gold. It's 20 gold for 3 days, but if you're leaving tomorrow, you can pay for like five gold. Or I guess
I just-
3, yeah, 5ish gold. 17
Alright,
gold.
I just pay the 5 gold for tonight.
Okay. All right. So, real quick point of note. I was just looking through you guys' inventories, and you only had 14 days worth of rations on you, and that was all on Draco, so only 14 days of rations for one person. So at this point, after that one week's journey through the desert or through the waste, you guys should be completely out of rations.
I have my own rations, I'm pretty sure.
I looked in your inventory, you don't have any.
Oh, well, they were. Yeah, I do.
What? I don't see any.
I have 7.
Oh,
says
yeah,
7
okay.
10-day of rations, but it's only supposed to be 1 day, so I have 7 rations.
Okay, well
So
then
I'm-
you should be
I'm
out as
of them.
well then, because
Yeah.
it was a whole
So
week's
we're
journey
fully
last
out
time.
of rations.
Yeah, probably, because Fiosh didn't have any.
Alright.
So someone had to pay for him or help him eat. Not to mention Kietsu, but Kietsu probably had his own. So yeah, you guys are out of rations. So you guys kind of should probably think about stocking up before leaving.
I got
With-
other things I need to take care of tomorrow.
Yeah. With the maps you have, Draco, you can see that Everhelm is about. So looking at the map, you guys are in Tristne. So you are right on the edge of a lake that borders Ustin and Esnia. So if you were to cross the lake, you could get to Ustin much faster. And then from there, it'd probably be like an 800-mile walk to Everhelm. But if you don't cross the lake, it's going to be a 1,500-mile walk.
Oh, shit. Alright.
So just keep that in mind, that maybe alternative modes of travel might be a good idea. Otherwise, you're going to be going from town to town to town to town to town.
Sounds good.
Yep. All right. So, you go to bed. I assume Yoshis does his stuff and goes to bed as well. Did Gallon say when he was going to be back in the call, or just kind of just MIA for now?
I guess he's just
MIA.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, let's see here. So, Amai, you and Kietsa work through the night. I guess less you and more so Kietsa. Let's see here.
He said he's fixing his mic.
Okay. I figured it was something like that. Take the werewolf out of the tracker. Yetzo back in there. And add you guys, put you guys back in there. There we go. Awesome. Alright. So, I'm gonna have Koetsu make an intelligence check. Okay. Okay. So working through the night, he's able to get it transcribed. And yeah, unfortunately, I, the DM, don't have it ready, but I'll have it ready for you guys by next session. So we'll just assume you know certain things now that...
Well, the book?
The book, yeah.
Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, because I don't have it made yet. I don't have it ready.
Can you just tell me some things that are in it?
Doesn't have that.
I can, maybe. I just haven't finalized the information that would be in it.
Yeah.
So...
Hello?
Hello?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, you don't sound scratchy for me anymore.
Yeah, I had the wrong microphone.
Ah.
Well,
So-
now you sound scratchy
Yeah.
for me. You heard that too, Will?
Maybe.
Let's see
Down.
here.
Hello? I'm here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's happening for you too, Will?
Ah,
Yeah, now you're crackling for us.
how great.
Anyways, yeah, I'm just asking because I want to know if any of the print stuff is gonna be in there.
There will definitely be print stuff in there.
Okay.
Let's see here. I can try to think up some stuff real quick for that, because I hadn't gotten that part yet in the book. Let's see here.
Is that better?
Yes.
Okay. Perfect. My volume isn't too low, is it?
No.
Okay,
Perfect.
real
Okay.
quick, I'm gonna drag Tony into a private chat.
Okay.
Oh, good, you can join by yourself. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna DM him. Much better. Now we're secure and safe.
Yes.
Okay, so more or less, you'll know for sure more by next session, but basically the gist of what you see here is that this book is more so a journal that's been kind of put together. It's an assortment of letters and journals by one person to another person that I have not come up with yet. And you kind of understand that several thousand years ago there was a war between demons and the mortals on the material plane. And among those demons that were leading the war, there was one known as Rathganisbeg, who was the leader, and he had several generals, one of which was Despinar. Or sorry, Vandalor of Despinar.
Okay. Is that all you have?
Give you a little more probably. Think about that. Let's see here. It's a tricky situation because I don't want to give too much. I don't want to give too little.
Yeah.
It's like I'm
Just-
playing with fire because I don't have it all finalized yet.
Yeah.
So whatever I tell you
just,
has to be set in stone.
Yeah, and just the overall information. So, like, anything specific about Mandalore, to say, if he likes something, so like a tribute or something to him, something like that, I would like, or like the whole section, if there's like just a section in the paper, like at the bottom of the page or something, that I can like rip off. That's what I'm trying to get. I'm just trying to get anything about the Prince Vandalore just for myself.
Okay.
The rest I'd probably tell the party. Anything about Prince Vandalore I'd try to get for myself. So if I have to go ahead and rewrite it without any of the Prince Vandalore stuff, and just keep the other one for myself or something like that.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if it has like Prince Vandalore before I share it for the party, I'd be taking
Okay.
But like,
Okay.
So I was just asking about the general information.
So, as for information on him specifically, I have a little bit, and that is oftentimes people who followed him, or when he would kill people, he would leave their thumbs cut open, like longwise, and then they'd leave a feather and a coin on the left and right eye. So a feather on the left eye and a gold coin on the right eye.
Okay.
So that's something that's in there. Perhaps it's a way people
Is this like
gave to him.
everyone that he went ahead and killed? Like anything?
Yeah, it seemed like anything that was associated with him when it involved death, that's basically what a lot of the victims had done to them.
So you said feathers and a gold coins with their thumbs split?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Alrighty.
Yes.
That's about all. That's
Yeah.
good enough.
Okay, I'll make sure to have everything ready before next session, though.
Yes,
So you can...
because I'm very curious.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
Alrighty. Back over the chat.
Yeah.
I didn't get to play him long.
So what is you complaining about, Alan?
Oh, we were talking about an old character I had.
Okay. So, come the wee hours of the morning, probably like 4 a.m., Amai Kietza gets done. He is pretty tired, definitely has a point of exhaustion, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw just to see if you get a point of exhaustion as well. If he gets a for sure point, you might get a point. Oh, you're fine.
Sure.
You're fine.
Yeah, I love that 16 con, Danny.
Yeah.
Did you hear what I said about the note that I left? Danny? Oh, he's gone. Hey, I left you a note at the front desk for when you got back that basically just said,
Oh, yeah,
we
I
won't
heard that.
leave in the afternoon. Yeah. Okay.
Well, I told Danny I want to leave a note for you at the for the what is it? Oh, at the bar. What is that person's name?
Bartender.
Yeah,
El
bartender. Oh my
Bartender.
god. Dude, that's not a massive brain, bro. I was so confused for a second.
I am back.
Yeah, leave a note for you saying that we should talk
I'm
more
not
about it
muted.
in the morning.
Okay. And then
It's back.
Drake, you also
Okay.
said that you wanted to give me your Hold Monster scroll.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Just getting business out of the way, you know?
At some point, I would have given that to you.
Okay, I'll just put it in my inventory then.
All right. So, yes, scroll of Hold Monster. Wait, can you
Did
guys
give-
share items? I don't know if you guys can, honestly.
I don't think so.
I tried.
There has to be a way. I'm just not aware of it. Let me do that for you.
Cool.
Thank
Hold
you,
Monster
Sire.
scroll goes there.
Whoa, I have a scroll of Hold Monster.
Ta-da!
Whoa.
I hate how the H isn't capitalized. Why is it not capitalized, Danny?
I actually don't know. Probably
How
my
dare
own.
you.
It's probably my own spelling issues.
I fixed it.
No, you didn't. I fixed it.
I did. I fixed it.
Oh yeah, try changing it back.
Oh, Danny,
I
did you ever
already
get those
fixed it.
Okay.
Danny, did you ever get those letters written up for me and Theosis?
I did. Matter of fact.
Great.
Letters?
Okay.
Wait, Theocius?
Oh.
Wait, why does Theocius need a letter?
From his
I
sister.
just
You mean Draco?
Got Theocius, Draco.
I was a
Yeah,
little confused for a second. I was like, wait, Theocius, what? Did I forget something? No, okay. Yeah, so come next morning. Actually, do you even go to sleep or do you just stay awake?
I went to sleep. I
Okay.
specifically said I had left a note for Theo, just saying that I wanted to talk to him when I woke up.
Okay, so you go to sleep. Everyone goes to sleep. Everybody finds their rest. Come morning, some later than most. Probably am I? Do you get the trance thing that elves have, or because you're half elf you don't?
The what trans thing?
half elves don't.
Okay, so yeah, you sleep in a little more. Am I then? It's just that elves can sleep like only half the amount of time usually, but you don't have that because you're half. So, okay, so you guys all eventually find your way to like a common room that you guys can relax in more privately. It's like a common room, but it's private, mostly just for patrons.
I take out 3 letters from my bag, and I hand one to Amai and one to Draco,
Yep.
and then I keep one for myself.
Let's see here. I'll send it to you in
What's
Discord.
That letter there, Theocius.
Oh, it's from one of my friends or my contact in Everhelm. I sent out word ahead through Thorgan.
I didn't know we had a contact in Everhelm.
I think it's a contact. I'm not sure how reliable it is yet, but they said that they're willing to speak to me.
Alright. That's not disconcerting at all.
Well, I'm willing enough to like explore our options,
Mm-hmm.
at the very least.
Alright. Draco's not gonna open his letter, he's just gonna put it in his bag. And, would he have an idea of when the guards would be heading to the shop?
Oh, right. Okay, we can roleplay that actually. Let's say you guys got up all really early because you guys are hard asses and have no life. It's before morning, it's before dawn, and well, let's just say Amai still is because she's probably really tired. But Draco, you do know that the guards are supposed to be back at the crack of dawn.
Mm-hmm.
So, what are you doing?
I'm going to start making my way to that shop.
Making my way downtown. Okay. So you make your way to the shop. It's looking pretty close. The sun you can see is starting to get lighter and lighter. The sun hasn't hit the horizon yet or anything, but it's getting real close. And you get to the back door, and the sun is like within minutes probably of opening up, or I should say, or rising past the horizon.
Okay. And I'm going to use my at some point, like when I was like 10 minutes to the shop, I would have used my disguised self to make myself look like the shop owner,
Okay.
and then gone and opened the shop and waited for the guards.
Okay, so you look like Mr. Gamble, and you head to the shop and open the back door and come through. At this point, it's been like how many hours? I guess, when did you kill him? You killed him during the afternoon or morning? I can't remember.
I think it was afternoon to late afternoon.
Okay. So it's only been like 12 hours or so. So it doesn't smell bad or anything yet in here, but there's something of like a musk. You can't really tell it's a body, but it does smell different. Anyways, yeah.
Is there any candles or anything around the shop I could light?
There are, yeah, there's some lanterns.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and light those.
Okay. So you go ahead and take the time to light up the candles. Yeah, then it's just quiet. You're sitting there kind of with your thoughts for a moment. Unless there's anything else you'd like to do.
I'm gonna be at a point in the shop where I can see the door and when the guards come to it, but I'm not gonna be looking at the door. I'm gonna be looking down the hall at the boards where I know the dude's buried at and just stare at them.
Okay. As you're kind of just staring in the distance, but keeping aware of your surroundings. Eventually, you see the guards kind of step up. They don't immediately knock. They kind of like prepare themselves outside. It looks like there's 3 people. You hear them step up the steps for a second, like it's 2 steps basically, and you hear a knocking sound as someone is knocking.
I'm gonna wait a second for another knock.
They kind of like, you hear some mumbling outside, and you hear a much sterner, louder from. If you're also paying attention, it seems like one of the people behind the first person stepped up, kind of stepped forward and knocked, and they were much louder about it. You know, they knocked much harder.
I'm gonna hold your horses. I'm coming, and open up the door.
Okay.
for him.
You open up the door, and immediately standing in front of you, you see Captain Linsong
Oh shit.
and 2 just indescript guards that are with her. And she says, "Good morning, Mr. Gamble. How are you?"
I'm well. How about you, Captain?
Pretty good, pretty good. Had kind of a long night, been on wild goose chase. Anyways, we're here for a routine inspection, if you don't mind us looking around.
Of course, but please do make it quick. It tends to hold the customers from coming.
Of course, you know, we'll make sure we're as quick as possible. And they kind of walk in. She is the only one looking around. The other 2 are just standing there. One is standing in front of the door. The other one has walked to the back. She's kind of like looking, inspecting the shelves, looking behind the counter, kind of looking at the dust. She's just taking very meticulous information in, kind of checking every little detail. She makes a comment to you and she says, "You know, Mr. Gamble, your wife's been pretty worried about you. She said you were missing."
Excuse me?
She sent in a word last night that you weren't home. And she's just kind of looking at things. What you been doing, if you don't mind me asking?
I do believe my personal chords are mine to keep for myself. But if you don't mind me asking, what was this wild goose chase you were on last night?
Oh, nothing much. Just trying to keep the city safe is all. You like to drink, Mr. Gamble? Just a question.
I mean, you know me, Captain.
Do I know you? I think I may have met you once, but I guess I don't know you that well.
Captain, if you don't mind my asking, these are some strange questions you're asking.
I'm just trying to get to the bottom of this strange goings-ons recently around town. Would you happen to know anything about any monsters?
I mean, there have been rumors around town of some beasts, but I haven't seen anything particular.
I need you to make a deception check. Okay, well, keep yourself safe, obviously there's lots of things going on. She kind of like wanders to the back. Is there anything back here that I should be worried about?
No, just some old maps, trinkets here and there, so maybe watch your step.
Okay. Then she kind of starts walking around. She starts looking at your desk a little bit. Doesn't see any dust or anything. Obviously quite used. Alright, well. Let's see here.
So, Captain, is there any word to the possible beast in town? I've heard they might be werewolves.
Yeah, well, we're not entirely certain what they are, but we suspect that they are a type of werewolf. They seem more dangerous than what has been typically described as werewolves in literature, and anyone who knows what a werewolf looks like or does or acts. But yeah, it seems rather odd. Don't go listening to the church at this point. There's plenty of priests out there saying it's due to the worship of false gods, and even though I must adhere to the proclamation of the royals, I can't obviously say that is what is causing it. She kind of walks around again. She walks to the closet, looks at the shelves. All right, well, I suggest you, Mr. Gamble, pay your wife a visit and stay safe. Boys, let's go. And they just wrap up and they kind of just fall in order behind her. Have a good day, Mr. Gamble.
You too, Captain.
And she walks out, and you now notice that they were actually guarding the doors, so no one could enter or leave. But then they leave, and see them walk down the street and turn the corner.
I'm gonna close the door, sit in the shop, and just slowly let the disguise fade and say to my self, you had a wife. And then just go out the back door and walk very slowly back to the inn.
Okay. So you walk back to the inn. At this point, it'll be a little more mid-morning, and that is when we'll resume our previous scene where Amai was awake and you all were passing letters around.
Amai, this one's for you. Draco, this is for you. And this is for me. You want to order some tiny sandwiches or something? What are we here to talk about?
I don't think we should leave yet.
Why not?
Because we just got that orb of scrying. I think we should take at least one more days of rest, relax
Well,
here.
I mean, we can scry on the road. I'd rather like to leave for Everhelm as well. I mean, our map will be done this afternoon, and then we can head out.
Yes, but we paid for these things. I'd like to relax for a couple more days. It doesn't hurt.
It does hurt. Puts us behind.
It
does put us behind.
We got the orb.
Well, but the
I mean,
longer we're
either
behind,
way-
the longer it will take for us to catch up.
I don't think we're gonna catch up. I think we'll find them later.
How about this? We take half a day, gather some supplies, get the maps, maybe procure a boat, because when I looked at the maps the last, there was a lake that might make our journey shorter than staying to the mainland. And then we can leave, and when we reach Everhelm, we'll take a longer rest there.
Yeah.
My argument is just let's leave tomorrow because I didn't go ahead and rest a lot last night.
I'm okay with leaving tomorrow. Are you okay with that, Drake?
That is fine.
Okay. Then leave tomorrow morning.
Alrighty, yeah.
I'm gonna go get the map then. If any of you want to come with, but just prepare. Get your last spa days in.
I will go and find us some more rations since we have used the rest of ours.
That'd be great. You do still owe me 600 gold.
And while I'm out, should we look into maybe getting a boat to travel across the lake?
Amaya, do you want to handle that?
Yeah, I have to go shopping for a couple of things.
Okay. Hey Draco, you do owe me that 600 gold. You said you'd pay me today.
Oh, do you mind if I get you tomorrow? I left them in my other pants.
No. Yes, I do mind.
Alright. And I hand them over a bag of gold.
Thank you.
600 gold?
I appreciate it.
It has a number of gold.
I count it immediately.
It would take you probably like 15 minutes to count it, but that's neither here nor there.
I'm a genius, so I can count really fast.
Yeah, it's got the full 600.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Of course.
All right. Cool. I'm gonna go to the map shop then.
Wait, so what to do? You wanted me to get horses and a boat?
Just a boat.
Just a boat. Should we just take a boat, like, all the way around?
Through a lake, and then from there we will have I believe it was
So, if you want, I can describe it.
mile.
Yeah, so essentially, where Stretne is kind of on the side of a lake that borders Esnia, Ustin, and the West Wastes. So, the way the most direct route would to take a boat across the lake to Ustin, which is the other country that you are technically in a cold war with. Obviously it's a little more that's still precarious, but you have to go there anyways, so it's whatever you want to do. That would mean when you got to the other side, it would be an 800-mile journey to Everhelm. If you just walked around the lake and then into Ustin, it'd be a total of like a 1,500-mile journey.
All right.
Unless you want to walk around the other way, then let me check real quick how that would be. So if you walk around down south and then to the east around the lake, it'll be 15. If you
So what's the fastest, most direct route?
I believe crossing the lake will be our quickest route.
Perfect. And that we will do.
So we'll meet back here later after everyone has done their
Yep.
individual things.
Actually, Amai, if you wanted to go shopping, I can get us the boat.
Okay.
Because I'm just picking up a map. If you're fine with that.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll get the boat then and pick up the map.
Danny? Okay. Anyone heard about the panini and the pizza?
Which came first, the panini or the pizza?
I think the pizza came
Sorry,
first.
guys, my mic broke for a minute there.
Ah, that is back.
Okay,
My
so
problem's older.
I know, but I found a third option if you guys wanted to. Instead of crossing the lake, which would make it an 800-mile journey, you could go to the northwest of the lake, which would go back into the western wastes, and then around the lake, and then up to Everhelm, and it would be a 960-mile journey.
Whoa.
We'll take just the boat across.
Mm.
How many people do we have in our party? 4?
Yeah,
Okay.
only 4 of us.
4 times 2, so yeah.
So yeah, we head out to do our various activities.
Okay.
Okay, whoever wants to go first. I have a lot of stuff that I need to do, so
I just have like 2 short things, so I'm fine going first.
yeah, I'll just go last.
Mine are direct.
What's up, Danny?
Sorry, I'm just calculating distances right now.
Ooh, yeah.
He's getting super OCD about how long the travel time will be.
Okay, and then if you go down that way. Okay. Command print. I'm gonna give you guys a sneak peek, I think, too, in case. Give me a second.
Ooh, yeah.
So who's doing what first? If you wanna just let me multitask.
I'm just going to go pick up the map and then get a boat across the lake. Or travel across, get away across the lake.
Alright. Alright, so you leave to go get a boat, correct?
Yes,
Okay.
and a map.
And the map. So you on your way out, you go and grab a map. You walk into the shop. It says mid-afternoon, correct? Because he said we'll be back till about mid-afternoon.
Yeah.
So you walk out and get to the shop. It's not too hard. There's a lot more people out today, and so it's definitely hustle and bustle. You're kind of moving through people, squeeze by. But you do get to the shop, and you get inside, and there is the shopkeeper, the map maker, and a new face, just a young woman who's like managing the desk, and she's like, "Can I help you?"
Yeah, I had an order for a map.
Ah, okay.
Blue
And
mark.
do you have a name with that?
Theocious, probably.
Ah, right. Okay, right here. I see. Okay. All right. I'll be right back. And she gets off her stool and walks back. And she said, you hear her talking in the background, and then they come through and it's like, ah, yes, your map. Okay, here it is. And he presents to you your map of Esnia plus a weird, not completely ratioed, perfectly kind of description of how to get to Everhelm.
Perfect.
Um,
Thank you very much, my good sir.
Yep, no problem. And you already paid, so it's all ready to go.
Perfect. Thank you. Have a
Thank
good
you.
one.
Yes, you too. Thank you. Bye bye.
And I do finger guns on the way out.
Okay. They're like, what?
And then I go to a travel agent or something.
Okay. Travel agent. There is no travel agent.
Some to get
A boat.
a boat.
So you want to go to the docks?
Yeah, is the lake right there?
The lake is about a 30-minute walk outside of town.
Yeah, I'll walk over there.
Okay. Real quick, I have those pictures for you boys. Let me grab them real quick. Okay. That one.
Ah,
Wait,
map.
where did my picture go? Give me a second, give me a second, give me a second, give me a second.
Cool shit.
That's one of the routes. Here is
So yeah, we're
another one. And here is another one.
we're taking the lake one. So perfect. That's
So
the shortest one.
There are many routes through the mountains, but obviously some are more treacherous than others.
Right.
But the treacherous ones are shorter, right?
Probably.
Probably.
He's probably like,
Perfect.
dare them to cross that lake.
Well, you're about to find out more information from the lake if you ask about it. Anyways, so Theocious, you go down to the docks. Let's see here. Now that I'm done multitasking, to the northeast of town is a 30-minute walk through trees and fields. The fields are pretty beautiful. They're full of wheat and oats and canola, and many other types of food, or should I say grains and whatnot. As you walk, you notice that the pathway is very nice. It's got lantern spaced quite well, and it almost looks like it was designed for some kind of celebration or the welcoming of like some royal person originally, and now it's just there.
Wonderful.
Yeah, and so as you're walking the 30-minute walk, it's beautiful. Eventually, it leads you to the docks of Tristane. The dock sits in a large lake that spans the distance between Esnia and Ustin, or Ustin, I should say, and the wastelands. Yeah. So there are several. There's a dock master and several warehouses and kind of like random buildings right here on the docks. There's lots of people kind of moving around, things happening.
You
see a large presence of the Esnian military here, as they probably have navy ships in the water.
Cool. I head to the harbor master to ask if there's any ships heading out tomorrow.
All right, let me take a look at my my spreadsheet here, and he looks at his little notes. He looks
My Microsoft spreadsheet. Excel.
It's
Wow.
the paper's not that soft. It's kind of rough, but you know, yeah,
Microsoft. Oh,
I
oh
don't get it, but
man.
okay. Anyways, let me see. Yeah, it looks like we have one person leaving tomorrow. We have one person leaving today. But then after that, there's not going to be another person leaving for 2 or 3 days.
Who's the person leaving tomorrow?
Tomorrow, that would be... Let's see here. Captain Joshua of the Wreckers.
May I speak to him? Where is he at?
Let's see. He'd be that third boat over there on the A dock, right there.
Thank you so much. And then I head over there.
Oh, right. So you walk over there. Pretty much, this seems like the place that people hang out that don't want to be dealing with that bullcrap that's in the city with any like special marks or anything like that. There's lots of guards out here, but they don't really seem to care very much. Like if something happens where there's some things being broken, like laws being broken, then they'll do something, but they seem pretty lax out here.
Perfect. Captain Joshua, I assume? Do I see a guy?
You do.
Yeah. I walk up to him, and I have like my hand my hand out to shake his.
Okay. And he sees you, and he's just like, what you see is a half-orc man, pretty big, has a goatee and is completely shaved on top. He sees you, and he goes, "All right, how are you? I don't know. Do I know you?" He shakes your hand.
No. I am Feocius Depland. I was just looking for a passage across the lake for me and some of my friends.
I see. Well, wondering if I could take you?
Yes, I was.
Well, I'm leaving tomorrow.
Oh, yes, that we were planning on leaving tomorrow, actually, so that would work out great for us, actually.
I think maybe I could take you. I'm not entirely positive, but let me see what I can do.
We are willing to pay and everything, so...
Okay, good. And where exactly did you want to be dropped off at?
We're just going across the lake to the trail to Everhelm.
Okay, let's see here. Pulls out a map, starts kind of like looking at it. Okay. Let's see. That's gonna be... Let's see, how many miles is that? 1, 2... About 80 miles. Let's see here. I could probably drop you off at, oh, not there. That's probably a bad idea. I'd be willing to drop you off over at Chepstow.
I have no clue where that is, if I'm being honest.
Okay, well, on the map here, it's a little farther north. It's probably... Let's see here. If you were to go straight there, it'd be 100 miles, but it's a little bit more... It's a little less precarious, mostly because directly across the pond, there's it's a bit more heated politically, so...
Fair enough, it's wherever you are most comfortable taking us.
Okay, well, it'll be about 50 miles more north than straight across, but I think you'll be okay with that, right?
Sure.
All right, all right. Then let's see here. How many people are you bringing? And do you have
4
any luggage
total.
that will take up a lot of space?
Then no, it's just us and our personal belongings, so nothing.
Okay, four
big.
total. Four total. Okay. Let's see here. All right, for that many miles, probably get you there in a day, unless there's bad weather or something.
Perfect.
But
Perfect. Works for us.
okay. Yeah, that'll cost you probably call it a good 10 gold per person.
Awesome. Amazing.
Okay.
We'll pay you when we get on the ship then.
All right, we're leaving
And-
tomorrow, probably 10 a.m.
Perfect. Works great for us. We'll meet you this dock.
Yes, this is the dock. I'll be right here where I am now.
All right. See you then.
All right, sounds good.
Thank you so much. And then I leave and go back into the city.
All right. So you head back to the city. Just because I have this information written down and I want to share it, I'm going to assume Joshua told you it. The river or the lake is called Cardborough Reservoir, and it is 438 miles from end to end and 160 miles wide at its widest. You're welcome. Anyways.
Thank you.
Anyways, you head back, and I'm assuming you just go back to the inn.
My
Or...
spa and tiny sandwiches, yes.
Okay, yep. Right back to being pampered. Okay,
Of course, gotta make the most of it.
awesome. So then, who would like to go next on their stuff they're doing?
I think Tony said he wanted to go last, but
I can go last. My stuff can be really quick though.
Okay. So
Actually, maybe not.
whoever wants to go, it's
well.
fine.
Well, you're muted on Discord. There you go.
Shit, sorry, I forgot I was muted. Yeah, sure, I'll go because I think you said you had a lot of stuff to do.
Okay. What are you doing
I
exactly?
was mainly just gonna go and get more rations for everybody.
Oh, that's one of the things I was gonna do.
Oh. Sure, he can do that. That was pretty much the only thing I had to do.
No, you don't know, so let's just go with it, okay? Go ahead and buy
You guys can
those
both
here.
buy rations.
Alright, I go to get rations.
Okay. How many rations are you buying?
Oh.
Because it's gonna
How much
be.
are they?
Let's find out real quick. Stupid man. I think they're super cheap. So 1 day's rations is 5 silver pieces per 1 day's ration.
5 silver pieces for 1 ration.
That's one ration for 1 person, 1 day.
Alright.
And if you're trying to go the 873 mile route, then that would mean
How
See-
much is it, Danny, for the rations again? Sorry.
5 silver pieces.
Okay.
So you guys can walk about 20 miles a day,
Mm-hmm.
maybe a little less. So that would probably be a month's journey, give or take. Let me check my doing math real quick. My calculator.
Be about 43 days, a little more.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's
I'm
not
just
that's assuming you go straight there. So
gonna- Right. Just
so
gonna-
43 times 4.
Jesus.
There are more towns on the map than I have shown there.
Okay.
So there will be places to stop in between. So the
Okay.
nearest town after this will be tomorrow, essentially, when you guys will arrive at a town when you get to the other side.
I'm going to go ahead and get about 20 rations for everybody.
Okay.
So 20.
That would be, I think, 30 gold. Or no, 40
Yeah, I
gold?
believe it's 40.
Yeah. Basically, it's 10 gold per person.
Yep. So I spend 40 gold and get everybody 20 days worth of rations.
Okay. Very good.
While I'm in there, I'm going to ask the shopkeep if he knows anything about the lake.
Okay. The lake. Well, it's pretty large. It's 438 miles end to end. It's called the Cardborough Reservoir. Yeah, Cardborough Reservoir. Let me spell that out for you in a chat box.
Much appreciated.
And yeah, it's pretty hot water, to be honest, with the, being it's our natural border between Esnia and Houston. As you probably know, there's kind of a what's the word? Contention between us, and that's often why you see so many Esnian military here, kind of occupying the space to kind of keep tabs on each other, comparing
Right.
dicks and all. So other than that, I mean, the depths themselves pretty dangerous. It does share its border also with the wastelands. So, many creatures do enjoy a good swim at times.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Other than that, it's just water, but it's a contested, magical water.
Magical water?
Well, it's not magical itself, but, there's creatures in there that are magical.
Do you know anything in particular that lives in there?
You name it. We've heard stories. I've lived here all my life. I've heard stories about damn near everything in there. Most common are the water horses, but
Anything one should be on the lookout if they were to cross this river?
Well, giant sea serpents. They're pretty scary. I wouldn't say there's a more chance you'll run into one. It's just, a giant lake. So it's actually pretty deep for a lake too, but that doesn't help very much when it comes to monsters because there'll be more of them.
And, alright. Another question unrelated, do you know anything about the local captain in the city, Captain Linsong?
Oh, Captain Wintersong, yeah. She's a good girl, She just wants what's best. Doing her job, obviously, and oftentimes it gets in the way of her morals, but it's her job, Yeah, she does, she attends the church, Kamaria. If you want to go find out more about her, she'd probably be there sometime today. But don't talk to her that much. I can't say I know much more.
Alright. Well, you have a good day then. Thanks for the rations.
Anytime.
And I'm going to leave and head to the Church of Kamaria.
Okay. So, let's see here. So, you head to the Church of Kamaria, where you find, or should I say, on your way there, you walk past, the center of town. And where before you guys were never really near the center, you kind of more to the side, or I should say side of the center, you see a large, open, well-manicured lawn with beautiful hedges and flower arrangements all over the place. In this kind of center park, there is this very large tower. It's kind of, on its own, away from many other buildings by like 100 or 200 feet.
Is there anything particular about this tower?
It's pretty big, like maybe 200 feet tall. You almost don't see anyone in the the park area. It seems like everyone walks around it. Did you see one man though? He's in the garden area. He seems to be taking care of the flowers and the lawn and whatnot.
Is there any like markings or anything on this tower, or?
You'd have to get closer to see any. At this point, you're like 100, 200 feet back. You're not even in the garden area yet. So, if you want, you can go. There's nothing prohibiting you.
I'm going to get closer without stepping on the actual lawn anywhere.
Well, there are pathways if you want to step on the pathways.
Yeah, I'll follow the path.
They're cobbled, cobblestone. Okay.
And make my way to the guy who's tending to the garden, you said?
Yep. There's one man who seems to be in his like late 50s, who's just kind of like pulling weeds and planting flowers. So you walk up to him. He doesn't even notice you're there yet.
Hello. What are you doing?
Oh my gosh, sorry. You kind of scared me there. Yeah, what are you doing here? Honestly, this is unusual for people to get this close. I'm just manicuring the lawn, taking care of the tower.
Why wouldn't people want to get close?
Because it's the tower. It's the empty tower. Haven't you heard?
No, I'm pretty new to town.
Ah. Well, let me inform you. This is the empty tower. It has been called this for many hundreds of years. It is a magical tower that once had an oracle that lived in it, but she died a few hundred years ago. My family's been taking care of it ever since, and she prophesied before she died that the next oracle would arrive sometime, obviously in the future. She didn't say when, but she said that she said that the next oracle would arrive on the back of a silver dragon. And, well, if you go and attempt to go in the tower, you either go insane, die, go unconscious if you're lucky. Just all sorts of different things. The tower's magical, so it doesn't really allow anyone who's not worthy to come in. Anyways, but yeah, that's kind of the thing. Kind of says with like a sad look in his eyes.
Okay then. I see why people would avoid this.
Yup.
Why is your family sworn to tend to it?
It's just our duty. My great-great-great-grandfather swore to the oracle that we'd take well care of it, and she said we'd be taken care of if we did so. So we always make sure that someone's here in our family to take care of the tower.
Have you ever thought of trying to go in?
Oh, no, of course not. I'm not worthy. No.
And you said she predicted that the new oracle would come on a silver dragon?
Yep, riding on the back of a silver dragon.
Huh. Alright.
Yeah, although I don't know if it'll ever come to fruition. You know, the tower of the magic, the magic of the tower is kind of starting to wane and fade. The oracle doesn't show up within that time, it's gonna disappear, crumble, be destroyed.
Oh. Well, I guess I hope it works out for you.
Yeah.
Walk away awkwardly.
Okay. He kind of looks at you, and you can feel him watching you for a moment, and then he kind of just goes back to gardening. You make it over, bobbing and weaving through the crowd, to the church, or I should say the temple, whatever, of Kamaria. You get there. It is a large cathedral, and matter of fact, it says on it, where is that note I have? It says, the Western Chantry of Kamaria. There are stained glass windows, large steeple, cathedral, towers on the corners, and other towers inside, essentially on the top. It's very large, and there are several priests and whatnot all outside. You kind of hear things like, you know, follow the light of Kamaria, pray with us to get rid of the monsters of those who worship false deities, you know, come to the light, that kind of thing.
While I'm walking in, I'm gonna pull out my necklace of Kamaria so it's more, and put it forward so it's more prominent for everyone to see.
Okay.
And I'm going to just start looking around the area for the captain.
Okay. So you kind of start looking around. You don't see her anywhere. This point of the day, it's like 3 p.m. Maybe almost 4, and eventually, if you wait like an hour or so, you do see the captain. Now wearing more modern, modest clothing, not so, you know, suited up. She does walk in. She'll start walk. You see her kind of enter the square, and she starts heading for the door of the chantry of the temple or the church, cathedral.
I'm gonna go up to her and start walking with her up the stairs. Oh, hello, Captain. Nice to see you again.
Oh, Gwendolyn, was your name?
Yes.
I didn't know you followed Kamaria.
Oh, yeah. It was something I would teach to my sister when she was younger.
All right, well, how fortunate it is to see you here, I guess, you know.
Yeah.
Let's head inside. And she kind of like leads the way a little bit and walks inside. She takes, you know, like a seat and offers a seat next to her for you, obviously. And
Right.
do you sit with her?
Yeah, go ahead and sit with her.
Okay. She kind of leans over, whispers to you. She's like, have you been to this church before, or have you just been to other ones?
I've just been to other ones. I'm pretty new to town, so.
I see, okay. Well, you know, welcome to this one, and I suppose, you know, we'll see if it feels any different to you. I mean, we do have an archbishop with us here in Tristane. I believe his name was Archbishop Matalin. Let's see here. I can spell that out for you. It's MEI. I know it's weird in chat.
Is he good? You feel he does Kamaria well?
Honestly, I'm not so sure. You know, I still enjoy everything, you know, at the church, but I'm not so certain about him. He seems a little not in it, I guess.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I just don't feel like he believes what he's saying. But yeah, I mean, who am I to judge necessarily? I mean, he's an archbishop after all. I can't just go, hey, I don't believe you. I mean, what he says is, you know, word for word gospel, but I don't believe that he believes it.
So I take it you're a pretty stern believer, then.
Yeah, well, I've had some experiences in my life that kind of led me down this path, and here I am, you know? I just can't say I don't know, you know? I've had a lot of close calls and strange coincidences.
Was there anything in particular that in your past that led you down the path of Kamaria?
She kind of gives you a look. Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Oh, 20. Nat 20.
All right. Well, you know, just in my life, you know, I've been close to death before, and it would happen that on occasions I would be healed by, you know, a priest that happened walking by, even though there should have been no one there. There's always just somebody there who seemed to be ready for me, and I have a younger brother who's sick a lot, and let's just say I think this helps.
It is nice to have something to fall back on to when you worry about those you love.
Yeah, it's true.
I don't mean to change the subject, but did your investigation lead anywhere with the shape changer?
Well, we did not find where the creature had gone, or who the person that the creature was before is. Frankly, we don't know much. We don't know why or where or how this is happening, but I feel like I'm close. I think I can get it. I just don't know. It's hard. There's a little reminder of what she looks like if you just didn't remember.
Yeah. Have you been hunting these for a while? I've heard some words that people have had sightings and incidents.
Well, I mean, I've been on the case for the last 3 weeks, but the sightings have been happening for, I think, 4 weeks or 5 weeks now. We're not entirely positive when the first had appeared, but that's kind of the first incident that we have in our records, so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've been on it for a little while, but I don't know, I just feel like there's something we're missing. Some sort of key.
You feel like there's something bigger going on.
Something, I just don't understand where they came from. It's not like we have had a large influx of new people. We've only had, travelers go by and leave again.
Mm-hmm.
Why now all of a sudden there's so many of these creatures running around? I don't know.
Well, I hope you and the other guards are able to put a stop to it before more people get hurt.
Hope so too. If you don't mind me asking, but where are you headed? Now you guys, I looked into your record after that incident, and said you were traveling through, and it said mention of Everhelm, but I was wondering if that was still your heading, or what, if anything has changed at this point.
Not much has changed. Me and the group I came with, plan on hiring a boat to take us across the lake, and from there continue our way to Everhelm.
Oh, okay. I see. Well. Okay, well.
Have you ever been to the city of Everhelm, if you don't mind me asking?
Yeah, I've been there. Before the war. It was a pretty cool place,
Is there anything I should know before heading there? This would be my first time.
Oh, it's obviously easiest to get there by skyship, but you can still get there by foot or by other means. It's very cold until you get to the city. The city has a protective aura around it that makes it warm inside, but on the outside it is extremely cold. So probably get some cold weather equipment. Expect any kind of cold weather monsters or creatures to fight or to run into necessarily.
Mm-hmm.
There is a pretty steep climb to be made if you're going by foot up the side of the mountain, so maybe some climbing gear would be a good idea. Other than that, I can't say I know of anything specific enough to warn you of, other than general worries and general issues.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, don't tell anyone, try to hide as much the fact that you're Esmian, because that would be bad for them to know. They wouldn't like you as much, obviously.
This is all useful, thank you.
Of course. Make an insight check for me. Alright. She kind of makes a weird face, but you don't necessarily know what it means or anything.
So, is there something else on your mind?
No, there's nothing.
Well, I should probably head back to my group. We were supposed to be meeting up soon.
Okay.
It was nice to meet you.
You as well. You as well.
And I go ahead and leave.
All right. You head out and go back to the inn.
Mm-hmm.
All
Is
right.
it Tony's turn?
Then, it is your turn to go do things.
Great. Okay. So Rishi, you said it was a white feather.
Correct.
Is there like some kind of description about the feather? Like, is it like a certain type of feather?
There was no description of like what bird it was from or what. It didn't say it had to be a white feather. It just said feather.
A feather.
Yeah. So either it's lacking detail that would be more informative to you, or it doesn't matter.
Okay, and the gold coin, was it like a special type of gold coin or any old gold coin?
Pretty sure it was just. It just said gold coin, so it didn't say like it had to be specific.
Okay, then I guess I'll just grab 50 large feathers if I possibly can, if I can buy that off of someone.
Yeah, you can find like a butcher or something who happens to have, a bunch of feathers they don't need.
Okay.
It'd probably cost you like 2 copper.
Nah, I'm just gonna give him a gold piece.
Okay.
He's like, give me like 100 feathers.
Alright, you can have 100 feathers.
Yeah, I'll add that to my character sheet. Then I'll go ahead and I could just use my own gold coins. What else did I want to do? Oh, I wanted to buy those rations.
Alright. So you go and you find a pretty much just any general goods shop you can find has rations, basically.
And I'm gonna go ahead and buy 25 rations for everyone.
Okay. So 25 would be... How much gold? It'd be at least 20 gold per or 10 gold per person. Let's see here. So 25 times 5 divided by 4. It'd be 30 gold.
Alrighty. I'll give them 3 platinum.
Wait, would it be 30 gold? Hold on. No, it should be more than that. 25 each divided by... How much silver is 1 gold worth?
I think it's 10 silver. Yeah, it's 100 copper pieces to 1 silver.
Okay, so actually it'd be 12 divided by 10 be times 4. It's 50 gold actually. It'd be 50 gold.
Okay. Why platinum?
All right. Now you have 100 rations.
Alright. I'm just gonna end up giving that to the party.
Okay. So you kind of all probably converge back at the inn.
I think there's one more thing that I wanted to do.
Oh, okay. Go ahead then. My bad.
How to think. Oh, I want to make sure I have like paper and pen.
Okay.
Or something to write with.
So you want an ink and quill. So you basically want a writing kit of some sort, and then paper.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that'll be probably 5 gold.
Okay. 2118. One more thing. Yeah, that's good for now.
Okay.
Also, on my way back, I'm gonna find like some like poor kid on the street. Okay.
Okay.
Can I do that?
Sure.
I want to go ahead and give him 9 silver pieces.
Give him 9 what?
9 silver pieces.
Okay.
And be like, there you go. Go get yourself something to eat. Go get yourself some new clothes.
He kind of looks at it, looks at you, looks at it. Miss, this isn't a trick, right?
Do you want some more?
What?
Do you want some more? Do you want some more money? No, this isn't a trick.
Thank you.
Do you want some more?
He puts in his pocket and he goes, more money?
Yeah.
Yes?
Okay, I'm gonna take out 8 pieces of gold and hand it to him.
He looks like flabbergasted. He's just like,
Get your, some of your friends out here some stuff too.
oh shit. Can you walk me home?
Do you have a home?
I do, but this is more money than I think we've seen in our family than for years.
Yeah, I can walk you home.
Thank you. I don't think I'll make it home with this much money in my pocket.
Okay, I'll walk him home.
All right, so you walk him home. Make a perception check for me.
He's not gonna try to rob me.
Just make a perception check for me.
I want to make sure he is not an arm's length of me the entire time.
Okay.
Keep that man away from me.
16. Okay. You can tell that there are a lot of eyes on that boy after you give him that money.
Okay.
All right. You walk him home.
We get back to this, yeah.
Okay. And then do you head back to your inn?
Does like the parents or anything say anything to me?
Yeah, they thank you profusely. And the mom starts crying. They're literally wearing like potato sacks. They're super poor.
See, these guys look like malnourished.
Yeah, they do. And they're dirty. Their house is literally just like a shack that's being held up by 2x4s.
Do they have? Is there like a father figure in the house?
There is. Yes.
Can I speak to them?
Sure.
So what got you guys into this place?
Oh, well, typically it's just that, we don't get the chances to make good money out here, and we don't have the money to leave and find new prospects.
Okay.
Generally, the royals, the rich, the aristocrats, they give us what they say is a good amount of money for the work we do, but they keep us under their thumb.
Yeah. So, would you like to go for a walk with me?
Sure, if as long as we can come back soon. I don't want to leave my family for too long.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alrighty. Can I go ahead and take him over to the horse shop?
The what shop?
Like a place where they sell horses.
Okay, sure. So you take him to like a stable or something.
Yeah.
He's just like, okay, well, what are we doing here?
And I'll call the person up that owns the stable.
All right.
Do you guys sell horses here?
Yes, we do, sir. Ma'am, we do have horses. Yes, for sale.
Do you guys sell wagons?
We do. Yeah, we have a couple right now already made, but they're kind of generic. So if you need something more custom or bigger, we can have one made for you.
No. Something small would work.
Okay, yeah, we got some pretty typical standard common ones. Yes.
Would I expect this to be pulled by 1 or 2 horses?
Oh, 1 could work. 2 could work. Kind of up to the person.
Alrighty. I will go ahead and buy a small wagon off of you, a small traveling wagon off of you. That can hold a little bit of stuff in it.
Okay. Okay, that'll be a small wagon. And then, do you like a horse as well, or do you already own one?
2 horses. Can I have
2 horses. Okay. He's like writing it up, making sure all of the things are good. All right, can I just have you? This is how much it's gonna cost, and he kind of points it out. And it's gonna be like 200 gold for everything.
Okay.
And then it's like, after you just sign here, and we'll get that all ready for you.
1 second, I gotta do some math. 19. Oh, did not do that. 19. 10. Right? 1910. I think so. Yeah. Okay.
All right. And the man that you've been walking with is like, what exactly are we doing here?
Just wait. Does he wait?
Yeah, he waits.
Okay. Then I guess I'll stand out here until the people bring the horses in the carriage. All hooked up? I want it all hooked up.
Okay, yeah, they set it up real quick for you, and they kind of just wheel it around. 2 beautiful horses. One is like a white and brown splotches, and the other one is a kind of ashy gray.
Okay. And can I go ahead and be like, these are yours now? I'll turn around and talk to the poor dude.
The horses are ours? It's mine? What?
Yeah. Yeah, the horses in the carriage is yours.
I can't take this. This is too much.
No. It is yours.
You just spent 200 gold to do this?
I want to open up one of my coin purses full of like 500 gold, okay?
Okay.
And just show them, this is nothing to me. I just want to help someone.
He hugs you and is just crying in your shoulder.
Alrighty. Yeah, so I'll go back to his house with him.
Okay, so you guys get in the cart and just ride it back.
Alrighty, as I leave, I'm gonna produce another 110 gold pieces and be like, this is for you as well. Go, travel, do what you need to do, and I'm just gonna start walking away.
Okay. The wife is crying, the dad's still crying. They're literally loading up all the possessions, and it doesn't even fill half of the cart.
Yeah.
And they leave right away.
Yeah, I guess that's it.
All
Just made me
right.
feel bad, Danny. That's all it was. And I gave this guy away so much money. Oh boy.
All right.
Feel
And
bad for homeless people.
as you head back to the inn, that is where we will end our first half of this session. And yeah, thank you all for watching. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you on the next one.